How's it going, everyone? Looks like gold is trying to make it across here shortly. Looks like it's going to have a previous high break, cross 13. See how big of a move that is. It's getting real close. So I guess we're looking for miners to follow. JNUG there, 1 minute chart. Let's take a look and see where we're at. Nice cup and handle on a 60-minute. EMX looks like a good push. EMX. PPHM for a 5 o'clock cross. JNUG to the floor. Looks like Riot came back in. I would look for support on that somewhere. Wait for the turn. CPRX going for ties there. I missed the break yesterday. EGLT, little break off there. Little gap on the open. We'll watch that for a continuation. Eaglet. JNUG for a turn. Need to get back above previous lows, the open. PSDV. No volume. And Jana got taken to the woodshed. Yeah, good day yesterday, and just slam it down today, I guess. Just cherry picking, I don't see much. Biomedicals are hitting it big again. Some gap and runs. Cannabis. It's like a three tall white soldiers gaps in between each. It's pretty nice. Working on a scan for gap and runs. A little breakaway gap from the bottoms. Not perfect. But it's picking up the gaps. Gold dropped off the map as well. On negative. Silver above 17 still, just barely hanging on. It's high hopes for the open there. Doesn't look like it came through. Christmas is ruined. S&P gapped open into the resistance. Dow Jones, same thing. Looks like it wants to break. These gaps at tops are exhaustion moves, but it doesn't seem exhausted at all. NASDAQ, gaps open again. That's ridiculous. Crude trying to get over previous highs, 65. Natural gas should be turning around through the pattern back into the pattern for a bullish retrace. Very steep retrace, very quickly done. This thing's getting ready to move. Gap outside, came back in, higher lows, came back outside the pattern today. It's going to move quick. Let's watch for a previous high break at 320. See if I can't reach a bottom here on JNUG. Higher lows forming. Remember, the view bottoms don't work. We have resistance all the way up. Look for the opposing point to find trend. That you better buy instead of trying to find the knife falling. Got to bring in between here and previous lows into the 13, back into the 8. That would be a good, nice support. See if we can't get across into previous lows for support. ARDX. Looks like a little pump across previous highs. Nice little break. UREE is up 900%. Must be a mistake. Must be a mistake. Gap. PRELF. Let's see where that is. Came back in a little bit. Looks like it's retracing now. Let's get back above previous highs. Get some support back in. Depot. Watch for the previous high breaks. Nice consolidation here over the 34. Depot Med. And JNUG on its lows. Good job, JNUG. Good job. Breaking previous lows now. All right. Watch for the spike low. Stupid. Nice break there. CIIX. No volume, of course. American Cannabis. Looks like a gap. And run. Previous breaks. Coming across 92, or 2 o'clock. That's pretty substantial move there. You can. Looks like cannabis has all the gaps of today. EMX. Still working it. Need to get above 1545 for a little bit of support for JNUG. A lot of work to do. There goes RDX. ARDX for the win. Bottom feeder or a previous break? IMNP Pharmaceutical, little fill a gap, kind of break off here. Pretty close. CNBX, looks like cannabis is the day here. Previous high break coming CNBX. CNAB already broke. Day of the cannabis. AMJ, another cannabis break. So waiting for this CIE to move. Little bottom feeder. ARDM. No volume. Looks like a bearish move into resistance on JNUG. So support is slight. Watch for the rejection. Coming into the 8. Coming out of oversold though, so look for a pop into previous lows. Looks pretty soggy coming into resistance, so I'm looking for either a double bottom, high or low. If we can hold. So cannabis is the big winner today. Daily looks good on JNUG. Look for that previous break on JNUG. A daily break would be nice. Was that 16 across? 1550 to 16. Just coming into support on the daily. Make sure 15 holds. Looks like it wants to pop across here. Pretty lazy. No volume. PRELF. Previous break. Back above previous highs. So you got a little bit of support here. PRELF. Looks like 3 is the hold. I'll let it slip below 3. Looks like this one was going to fall over and it caught itself. A little whipsaw across the 34. Little gap on the other end. Nice. The blockchain equities. Dollar making a turn on the daily. So we're waiting for the tops to come in. Through time, it's coming across the 8 and the 13. No volume on JNUG. Watch for the balance point break there. Previous high, previous lows. Like it's gaining support through time, not through volume. GBR looks good off this bottom. GBR, huh? There's a kick on balance point there on JNUG. Argue gold. Pop across and then got rejected. Still looks good. Pump into support, back into resistance, back into support, back into resistance, back into support, back into resistance. Pop, 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 pop. It's going to pop. Little consolidation. Right over the 34. You can see like a little cup and handle on it for this JNUG. Or the cup, little handle, little pop. Wait for the squeeze across 13. Immune pharmaceuticals. Nice little bottom play here. Watch the pop across the dollar. Gotta fill that gap. JNUG. Looks like Epix is a volume breakout. 166% of its average volume. Epix coming off a bottom. Watch for volume. Volume is there. Looks like 30 and above could be a nice little pop for this Epix. That's nice. Watch that one. Looks like I'm all by myself today, trading little Epix. Don't be shy. Is anybody listening to me? 5 people watching. It's all right. You don't have to say hi. Epix for a volume breakout. You gotta watch these volume breakouts. I get this percentage volume ticker here, which is very convenient. Instead of looking at all the volume, I could just move this over. Now I got a ton of screen space. More real estate. That's always better. What's up, Urban Hippie? Did I make you feel guilty? I'm sorry. AVGR, still coming off that bottom. Very nicely moved on. I don't see anything else. I think this Epix is going to be the big winner. As it is showing the volume. Jaina got foolishly rejected there. Gonna wait for a pop across that balance point for a higher low. Make sure we stay a higher low, not a double bottom. I don't like those flat bottoms. Those where the big boys always trick you into everything. I want to stay off the double bottoms. I need a higher low, set the trend. Let's get a trend going on this. Oh, yeah. What is it? GL. Well, I'd certainly buy it back on a retrace because it looks, that was a quick and heavy retrace. Yeah, that's pretty bad. No, I don't have any money in equities. Mine is all in cryptos, man, I promise. This is purely to help you guys out. I let it base first before I bought it back. You might be able to get some money back into resistance as it pops back into resistance, but I let a pattern form. Let it rest a couple days. See how it turns out. Because that's a pretty ominous dark cloud cover. It's encompassing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 previous candles on a 4-hour chart. Encompassing the looks like about 3 candles on the daily. I let it settle in a little bit. Where's Epics? I wish I had that much money. Buy that much volume on an equity. I don't know. It looks like it's going to pop. It's got the volume to do it. Just waiting. This is a trade, not an investment. Got the higher low on JNOV. I don't know where this one went, but it's got legs in XOPF. No idea. I would chase that. Nice breakout. I bought my first mining contract yesterday for Zcash on Genesis Mining. I don't know how it's going to end up, but I really like the cash flow businesses. That looks like a standard cash flow business. Pretty good returns, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Supposed to get my return in 15 days, and I'm going to roll it over and roll it over again. Yeah, these things got taken to the woodshed, but PRELF came across previous highs, so yeah. Yeah, look in the description for mining Bitcoin. It'll send you to, it says mine BTC. It'll take you to Genesis Mining. I guess this is the PRELF Hive blockchain something something something. Anyways, register there. You can get contracts to mine. I bought Zcash because it has 130% in 15 days. I don't even know what all this means yet. I threw a little bit of money in there. I guess in 15 days I'll figure it out. So you go in here and you buy hash. I bought this contract for Zcash, so I calculated, I put in 200 bucks. So in 15 days I should get 260 out. That's what it says. I don't know. And you can mine any one of these. I have no idea. Just pretty interesting. If you go to Litecoin and say that I had 10 grand, I mean, if I can get 30 grand out in 50 days, I don't know what the problem is. I'm gonna hurry up and get 10 grand in here. I don't know. I'm new at this, so don't follow me to the depths of hell. But yeah, PRELF has previous high support now. I imagine it's coming across at 34. It's going to do a little dance, little consolidation, but it looks good. MXC picking up the pace here. Looks like it already busted out a couple times. Nice volume on the end there. MXC, Mexico Energy Corp. SWN. Previous breaks. Epic's volume is 296% of its average volume, 290% more. Building. I guess you do have to pay expenses on Genesis mining, but I don't know what those expenses are yet. So 130% return, I still have to pay expenses for the mining equipment, I guess. We'll see how that works out. As long as the profits are bigger than the expense. Here comes JNUG into a pinch. Ascending triangle across the bottom. Into resistance, double bottom. Into resistance, triple bottom. Looks like 1535 and up. Be a nice little break. So watch him for that. JNUG's in a pinch. Here comes JNUG. Price is in a pinch. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, pop. 1533, 1535, here it comes. Watch for the pop. I'm pretty sure we can all say that Bitcoin hit 10,000. I don't know if it actually did. I know in South Korea it hit 10,000. I'm not sure if that's going to break. Yeah, to me, that's close enough. If anyone had a bet with somebody that 10,000 was it, I think that's pretty good. Bitcoin at 10,000, amazing. Exchange like one more time. Pretty hefty pinch there. Pretty tight. See if they'll do it one more time. Into resistance, back into support. One more time. Come on, you can do it. JNUG. 1535. 1535, 1535, 1535, 1535. Come on, come on, come on. Big money, no whammies. Here it comes. Came back into support one more time. Very disappointed, JNUG, if you break down. Very disappointed. I will sign the divorce papers if you break down, JNUG. Slam it down, ding dong. It's got to show some kind of strength down here. Doesn't feel good. Have support one more time. Very tight. Very tight. There she goes. Slam it, ding dong. Give me 35. Come on. There's 35. Boom time. Come on, where's the volume at? Sucks. There we go. Nice gap. There's the runner. And JNUG. Let's see if we can get $1 out of it. 10 cents ain't nothing. You didn't get this fat boy over 16. Looks like 1587 is the break across. Need to get above 16 sometime in the future on this stupid thing, JNUG. Where's gold? Gold turn a corner? No. Nothing too exciting. Silver dingman hold 17. SPX, S&P made a new high. So did the Dow. It's amazing. I don't think so. MXC looks good off the bottom. It's been pumping twice, 3 times. This is going to be the 3rd time it's going to be pumped. So it's building. Not sure about the weekly yet. Previous high breaks will tell all. Jana, good job. Nice breakaway gap. See that? Let's make sure we get across 1550 now. Double top on JNUG forming, let it come back in, I guess. Nope. Nope. Broke previous highs. Let's keep it going. Follow that 8 all the way up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure how it works yet. They're True Grit. All I know is it sounds like a good cash flow business if you can keep rolling it over. I'm not sure what the cost is going to be on mining my $200 contract. I'll have to keep following up on the 15-day contract expiration. I'm just not sure yet. But if you're in the cash flow, it sounds like a pretty good idea. I think doing some research on YouTube would probably do you some good. Genesis mining. I don't know. It's connected to the Hive, which is the PRELF. They have a whole bunch of mining equipment for cryptos in Iceland. I don't know, the genius behind it all is pretty smart dude, and he's very young. So, I don't know yet. It's very, very interesting is all I can say. Something to look into. I mean, if I had 10 grand and I can pull out 30, it just doesn't make it. It's too good to be true, I gotta admit. But literally, with 10 grand, you can make a living off of that, I think. We'll see how my 15-day contract ends, how much expenses I have. I got a falling star on JNUG. Watch for that confirmation on the downside. Pick it up on the cheap. A falling star. You got to follow the lead here. It's going to take that falling star out on the top, or it's going to linger and momentum's going to die and it's going to fall in. Epic's coming down, coming down. It's got an inverted hammer now on the daily. Keep a watch on that bad boy today. OHRP filled the gap. We don't need the government for help, man. Never ask the government for help. They'll take an inch and take you a yard. That's why we call them carpetbaggers. It's a free market. Let the free market regulate. If it doesn't make good business sense, then it won't last. Don't need the government. I'm tired of the government. Every time I turn around, I'm being restricted. I have to ask permission all the time. Tired of it. Yeah, there is a choice. The choice is don't ask them for help. I'm sure it'll work itself out, though. If it's a good investment plan, you'll hear about it from me. $200. If it turns into 260 like it says in 15 days, then I'll roll it over and then we'll see how it goes. It's cloud mining too. I don't even know what all this means yet. Ethereum cloud mining, Bitcoin cloud mining. I don't even know. I do know that I'd rather do the Genesis mining over mining it for myself. So I'm buying a contract that'll handle the expenses, and I'll get a return. If that is true, I'll keep rolling it over. I don't know. I want to get in the services part of this industry. I want to get ahead of it. It's like the wild, wild west. I don't even know what to do. All I know is I want to get involved as much as possible. The new trend of things. Gotta follow it. That's why I'm always poor. I'm always investing in something. I leave no money for myself. Just over broke. I don't know about that. I'll make sure people get involved, though. This is going to change everything that we do. And hopefully, we don't need the government to tell us. I'm pretty sure that we're all a little bit smarter than the government. Later, True Grit, I got to leave too. Back to the grind. I had a whole week off. I don't want to go back. Just want to sit here and trade. You know what I'm saying? Just trade. I'm going to be watching Epics. CIIX, that kind of took off already. But we did spot that at the open. So I'm hoping somebody caught that. 25% up already. Epics, which other one? Cannabis all took off. Keep an eye on those. Epics. Well, stay healthy, True Grit. Epics. What else do I want to watch today? JNUG needs to get over 16. There's a nice little pump so far. It's coming back into support. Let it fill that gap, I guess. 1540. See if it can't get a bounce off of that 34 on the 1 minute. Make sure we hold support the rest of the day. Should keep climbing. Nice pattern break off the bottom. So pattern break, bullish retrace. Make sure we hold support. Watch for the flat top breaks on up. think that resistance all the way up into previous lows, into previous lows. Let's pop that previous break. Looks like 1587 onwards and upwards to 16. I can't remember what else I wanted to watch. I know I was watching this one in the morning and that one already took off, so I don't want to chase it. Epix is the only one that I was watching, I think. Eaglet for a previous break. Some of these aren't coming in on Ameritrade. Looking for this bottom play, CIE for Cobalt. Coming out of oversold. It's just got to get some volume in there. Ameritrade sucks on their backfills. And all the cannabis took off. I guess Epix is the only one I wanted to watch the rest of the day, as far as I can see. I'm sure there's others. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Got to go to work. Get ready for work. Let me know what's going on out there. Still watching for the S&P Dow tops to come in. Doesn't look like it's happening. Very, very impressed with the head and shoulders top pattern that failed previous high breaks. Dow Jones as well. Looking for crude to pick up the pace across previous highs, keep the momentum. It's a nice trend forming. Gold's got to get above 13. It's close, very, very close. It's just a little snap of the finger right across 13. Silver's got to get back above 17. Slouching. GDX, GDXJ, Nugget, and JNUG all bullish across the 34. JNUG sluggish. It's a lagger. Other than that, these blockchain equities coming out left and right. Keep a watch on those. I think my EOS hit a top, so I'm going to let that come in. Made a mistake to sell it back in here. I thought I was going to come back into support. No. So I bought back in. I think I sold the 3 o'clock high on it late last night. So I'm letting it come back in, let it, so I can gain some more. Anyways, I gotta go. Let me know what's going on out there. I think the best one to watch is the one that hasn't broken out yet. And it's got volume. So this little Epix, let it fill the gap. Into previous lows, I got previous lows on the way up. Previous lows at 50, 70, 90, all the way to 175. I don't know. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Make sure you hold support. Don't scream at me. Don't scream at me when you buy something and it doesn't hold support. I'll see ya.